Hi, my name is Connie Nielson, and I play Lucilla, the former Empress of Rome.
Denzel Washington, Macrinus.
My name's Paul Mescal, and I play Lucius in Gladiator II.
I'm Ridley Scott. I'm the director of Gladiator II.
My name's Fred, and I play Caracalla in Gladiator II.
The greatest temple Rome ever built.
I am one half of the ruling twindom that is Rome at this time. My character's going through a lot of issues at the outset of this film and trying to hold on to the empire as best I can.
It felt like a massive honor. Ridley asked me to be in the film. I was incredibly excited. I mean, there's not much to say other than if Ridley asks you to be in something, it's probably one of the best days, definitely one of the best days of my career to that point. And in terms of legacy, like, there's going to be lots of talk about that, but I think ultimately that's not for me to actually discuss. That's for an audience to prescribe. I can't control where this sits in the echelon of anything, but all I can say is that I think it's a fucking great film and I'm really proud of it.
It was just a sheer pleasure, and definitely a character that I felt just so excited to reprise because her story has changed so much over those 20 years. So much has happened in Rome, and so much has happened to Lucilla, and the way that Ridley and the writers set her up for Gladiator II just was a treasure trove for an actor to get started with.
I completely trust Ridley Scott, so I felt free to do and try anything, and I knew he was only going to use, as he evidently did, use some of the best of it, and so that frees you up to be bolder, to try more things.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Did you now?
Rage. That rage is your gift.
Doing a sequel is always dangerous challenge because it will always, if the first one is successful, you're gonna normally get really criticized for the number two, and that is the challenge. That is the danger of doing it. But you know, in the 20 years ensuing, I've done 17 big movies, so I'm not sitting there agonizing over what to do on Glad 2. But it kept coming back because it wouldn't go away, because the film takes on a life of its own. When that happens, you better pay attention, because there's definitely something to go again. And here we are, having made a sequel, I think, as good as it gets.
Well, for fans of the original, Ridley delivered. You know, there are very few, Godfather 2 I can think of, but there are very few second films that are as good as the first. Well, this one is, in my humble opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah. Oh, good. Please tell your friends.
Oh, I am.
I'm excited is that people will once again see Ridley Scott, the master, at work on creating entire epoch, an entire vision of a time that otherwise is inaccessible to us visually. He is a master at making this incredible experience visually come alive. When you're actually working on the film, you can smell it, you can feel it. It's a multi-dimensional experience, and that shows on the screen. And so fans of the first Gladiator will be delighted with the new chapter of this saga, and the new fans who have not yet had this experience will want to dive into this saga and go back and see the prequel for sure. This is a movie on the scale of some of the biggest filmmaking at all in history, even, I would say.
I mean, there are battle sequences in this film that Ridley Scott has been thinking about ever since production of the first Gladiator. There's a baboon fight that he wanted to put in there and wasn't able to in the first one, and so now for over 2 decades, he's thought about how to film it, what he wants it to be like, and then when you watch it in the movie, I think you will just be so amazed at the scope and the scale of it.
The production design was amazing.
Crazy.
So if you could take away a souvenir from set and bring it home with you, what would you take?
I'm not going to tell you because I already did. No, you know what I actually did take? I brought home my shoes. I got those red, gold, yeah, they gave me a pair of shoes.
one of the long couches. the Roman couches were always so gorgeous, and some of the amazing tapestries that Arthur hung everywhere. They were so gorgeous.
Rome, somebody said Rome was not built in a day, right? Was it Caesar? Rome was not built in a day, but we built it in about 6 weeks. So I would take away the arch if I could fit it into my garden.
Yeah, that arch definitely wouldn't fit in my garden. So I'm gonna go with, I don't know, probably the dirt from the Colosseum. I think is, yeah.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point in the film where we throw a party and all these people come to it, and there's rhino horns are shaved, and people are like eating them and like getting all loopy off of the shaved rhino horn. I wouldn't want a real one, but the fake one that the production designer made was so crazy and funny and shocking. I think that would be really cool to have.